So here's just an image of what the embroidery file looks like on my computer, and these are things basically I just took some vectors of both the eyes and the cutie marks, used a program to convert them into an embroidery file, and this is something I just used to see what they look like and resize them. And you can just see the basic shapes there. I don't know how well it shows up on this camera, but you see all the colors aren't right, but it's basically whatever thread you put in the machine will be the color it gives you. And basically it just transfers over to the machine via USB cable, and then you have to interface with your sewing machine. And here's the fabric all nice and tight inside the embroidery hoop attached to the machine. I got my marker, and we want this oriented the right way. I want my eye facing to the right, and it is. So now we're just going to make sure it's in the right place. Let's see, it can go a little farther up. I'm just basically trying to match up this bottom left corner with the bottom left corner of my marker. And now we'll see how well it goes around the outside. And that's pretty close, so I give myself a lot of leeway with these heads just so I never have to mess up and make two of them, because that'd be a disaster. So that's fairly close to my marker, so now I can take that off. Now we're ready to go. We know black is our first color, and I've got that all threaded up into the machine, and now we're ready to start. It's going to be a little noisy, but I'm just going to show you a little bit of how it works and what it looks like when it's doing it. I obviously can't show you the whole thing because it takes so long, but I'll just show you how it kind of starts with the outline, and then I'll jump back in when we start adding some colors and stuff to the eyes when it finally starts taking some shape. So let's just watch it for about maybe almost a minute or so and just see how this thing looks when it's in action. It's all completely automatic and it just follows the pattern I gave it from my computer. You can see it's starting with the eyelashes. And this just gives you a good idea of where the pattern's going to be. And ever since we switched to this method with the large square, it's not so much of a deal. Now it's doing some outline of the upper eye. Black takes one of the longest times to do. It's the majority of the color in the eye. In total with these eyes there's 5 different colors. And usually while this is happening I go do something else, like pin together some of the hair or pin together the body, get it ready for sewing. But I like to do all the embroidery at once because you gotta keep an eye on it. Keeps you in the right set of mind for making sure everything's right, everything's oriented right, everything's sized right. And you can see the eyelashes are pretty much done now. Now it's just going to go fill in some more of the top of the eye. And I think we'll jump back in a little bit and see how it looks after about 15 minutes of work.